Good morning to part number two. And we were about like how deep can we go with words, Suriji?
That's a good one. Uh, it, it's we always end up talking about when we use words. It's always a direction. We're always trying to land it on something or catch something. But it's different if you can use words to continue to go deeper until someone's lost their footing. I think very few teachers are able to do that where it's every word they say erases the last word. It's like a language there's so few people that do it. So I know a few that can do it with poetry, but
Tell
each
me
word that
who?
Nancy.
Nancy Niederkat.
Yep.
Yeah,
Or
She's one.
Wind. She's called Wind also, yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, I
She's
love her.
definitely the wind. And Michael Markham.
Michael
The,
Mark, the brain guy, yeah.
those are my two original teachers, and have been since I kind of got since they found me floating in Facebook universe somewhere. But those two write in a way where it's complete. It's complete. Everything that you can think of, they take away. You know, it's pretty rare to read something that can make you laugh and cry in the same sentence. It's an art, and I don't have I don't have the poetry to write it.
No, and the funny thing is, the funny thing is there's no Nancy Nider cut already or Michael Markham, it's just simply as an actual person doing any of the writing, it's just simply how it plays out that way, and in the same way there's a Serial G who plays out as the funny guy throwing the stick in the doghouse, I mean, and there may be needs or wanting to be able to express this in a similar way, and that is just simply what seems to rise then, the wanting to to talk about this in a way which erased the last words, and the ability to go deeper than deep. But you know the funny thing is there is really no actual depth in anything, or you cannot go deeper than this, or I mean,
This is the deepest you can go, no
yeah,
matter what.
it's like very shallow and deep at the same time in a way, I mean, it's just, but of, of
It,
course,
it's funny like that. It's usually I looked for when I was reading for years and years, I would look for it wouldn't take much. It could just be a sentence from some of the amazing teachers that are out there. In an entire book, it could be one sentence that actually flips you. It does something where you can't come back from it.
It
It,
just
it
blows your mind.
so that's how I like to write as much as I can do it in the shortest sentence I can come up with.
Yeah,
You
there's
know,
I can sense this is the drive there. I can sense it. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Life force. No choice in this, There is no choice in this character to be driven by this. And this is uh, this is the unicity, yeah, the uniqueness in
uniqueness.
every character, and this is the wonder. This is why we can be in wow for what's coming out there of Suriji, or of Nancy, or Michael whatsoever, or Zander Lincoln. I love it. I'm enjoying this full on, and yeah, yeah, beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the so-called resonance, I mean, there's nobody resonating
What the
already.
fuck is resonance? Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I mean, but you know, it's just. I mean, there exactly what you were saying, Rosa. What the hell is resonating? I mean, it's just bullshit. You know,
Yeah, I
resonate.
know.
It's it's just okay. I have a feeling for this, or I have an agreement for what is being heard, or something that we can call resonating. And when there's just oh what a crap, then there's no resonating. You know, and resonating is just a fancy word for this is bullshit or this I like. You know, and it's not more than that. I mean, it's you know it's some words you know this is the funny thing with words, it's all just words, you know, it's all just languaging or
It's just
words
blah
wording.
blah 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 blah. You know, it's just or it's music or it's whatsoever. So really totally meaningless. Totally meaningless. So it's yeah.
But the
Yeah,
art, yeah,
it's
sorry, yeah,
good. Without the meaning, everything becomes so meaningful. That's the difference. It's like people the new non-duality. I don't know where it even came from. I just started seeing it come up in groups, and I was like, it's another belief system, and it didn't make any sense to me. So I have more fun because it's like because they've run out of using the word enlightenment. So now it's non-duality will get you there, and it's like that's the next at the donut shop. It, it's not show me one, two, three, and then what's after three? You know, they're so
ABC.
they can't answer it. They can't say, hey, if you read this sentence or this book and follow this, you're going to get there. And I'm like, it, there's nowhere to get. So there's no
No,
there,
not that there is nowhere to get, but or
There's no
there's
you to get anywhere.
no
There's
one to get. It's yeah, it's simply getting. It's getting all the time. It's getting, but no one is getting.
constantly it's constantly going somewhere. And you can be in the flow and just enjoy everything that's around you all
Totally.
the or or not.
Or not.
or not. I mean,
Same.
there's
It's the same.
and yeah, and it's beautiful, you know. I mean, this is so nice this is so beautiful when you say that or not, you know. There is no wrongness or rightness in anything, you know. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if there's just full on joy or there's just full on misery. I mean, that's just simply what seems to be happening. But itself, it's just perfection. You know, it plays as it plays. There's no escaping. There's no there's no like an end state of being joyful the whole time and laughing, you know, this is just or like an imaginary state of blissfulness the whole time. It never will happen.
There is simply no difference in feeling good or feeling bad or no right, no wrong. This is actually the term non-duality. It's just
Yeah,
this is it.
it's
It's too
it's
simple. It's too simple it's too simple for the mind. And yeah, nowhere to go. Nothing to get.
some of the minds are pre-wired to kind of crash, which helps. You know, if some of the most of the people, I think, they start searching for something that makes them a little bit happier, but very rarely do you search for annihilating everything you've ever come in contact with, your name, your family tree, just burn the whole tree down. Like very rarely do you understand how deep and how far it goes until there's nothing. And when it's nothing, it's like, oh, you don't get to go back to Thanksgiving dinner and things be the same. You're not going to go carve the turkey and they're all going to be all, uncles here. It's a big party. It's not like that. You don't. you don't have family, you don't have a home, there's no going back. You can be there, but it's not, you're not who they think you are. It's like you're walking in the door in a Halloween costume that they believe you, but it's not there. It's kind of like, all right, I'm gonna, it's kind of, you kind of like a ghost floating around.
You know what's popping up here while listening to this? There is a saying like first there is the mountain, then there is not the mountain, and then there is again the mountain. it's it's like, it's oh yeah, I know that you know and that we don't know.
I mean,
Thing here, but but the photo albums all get burnt. The
Who
passport,
cares? Who cares?
but you'd be surprised how much a photograph has of memory that people can't let go of the photograph even.
yeah.
We live in a
Beautiful.
whole another world now where where it's the photo album goes in the trash, and so does who was carrying it. Who took those pictures is gone.
Yeah.
You gotta.
It's
There's really
it's
there's really no, you don't have to do anything anymore. You really just flow through life, and it'll take you where you're going.
it's just aliveness. It's simply the life. No me and life, just aliveness. And it's so empty. It's so full on and so empty at the same time. So beautifully senseless. So beautifully yeah. But Suriji, I have another question. How is it now apparently changed in maybe in the family relations at work? How is this playing out there now?
That it's funny. I have a beautiful new wife,
Mm.
and you would have never thought was going to happen. I didn't think I didn't even know where it was going to go. But now it's like I have a new life, but everything is different. It's all like on a an energy level now. Now, I wouldn't know how to argue with my wife. I wouldn't know how to have a bad day. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what a bad relationship is. But it was definitely before all this. It was completely different. Now I have a simple life, and just everything is so simple now. I don't make a problem because there are none.
Yeah.
I go out and it's raining,
There,
it's beautiful.
there is no one there who can make a problem.
It's not there. The energy's not there. The person attached to an outcome isn't there. You can walk outside and it's raining and it's beautiful, or it's sunny and it's beautiful. Nothing changes. Like it's every day, everywhere you go is new.
Yeah. Nothing changes and everything changes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's also like a certain type of collapse of the need to control.
yeah, that's
The
gone.
need, it's gone. It's totally gone. You need to control whatever seems to arise, or to steal, or to make it personal. This artificial layer which claims a me or a mine in whatever seems to rise is just totally collapsed. There's no need to control whatever the outcome seems to be.
No,
Because
it's like
there is no controller anymore.
There's no
the
control.
hands are off the wheel completely. There's no one steering this ship. It's just going wherever it's going, and it's like every day is paradise.
Beautiful.
But
Unknown perfection, right, Rosa?
Yeah. Fuck. Beautiful.
yeah, and it makes it interesting in real life because you still have to hear everybody else, and they're not. You
Yeah.
go out, I have to pretend at work that where they go, where I work on a construction site, so I
Where
deal with a
where
lot of
where do you work?
construction.
Okay.
So all the construction guys, they're a bunch of men. So I go there Monday, and every one of them has a problem from the bad weekend, the bad life, the bad drinking, the bad. It's construction workers. They're terrible. Monday, and I'm like, oh my god, did you see that butterfly? And it doesn't make any sense to them.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful.
I was looking at the clouds, and they're pissed off what we're doing. So I have to. Luckily, my character can control all those guys.
He can play along. I mean, nobody's doing it, but he can play a role.
Scary.
This
Oh,
the serial character can fit in the construction workers and just laugh about the bad weekends and the drinking and the headaches. Yeah.
I just play right along, but I'm looking right beside him because I see a butterfly or a caterpillar, or the clouds are up that morning.
simply more interesting than the stories about.
Take anything. I don't take anything home. They're telling me a story. Um, they're telling me their story, and I'm just like, oh, really?
I'm just like I'm just like in the office. I'm just like, well, do you believe this really? Just making fun of it. And they know me meanwhile. I'm the crazy one. But it's like turned into a joke. So it's fun. And there are really also a couple which I can talk with them about this and they think it's cool. And it's just like totally, it's beautiful, it's perfection. There is simply here's you can speak about it or not, it just plays out automatically, totally automatically. I'm not thinking of not talking about, it's just what's popping up. When the butterfly is popping up, okay, or the story, I love the stories. I'm just crying when I listen to the stories and they're just watching me like, okay, Rose is totally crazy.
Yeah, I can't even. I I have a certain amount of energy. And it gets tired if it hears stories,
Yeah,
because I'm like, like usually if someone comes to ever meet me or talk to me, I'll let them talk for a few minutes, maybe 3 or 4 minutes before I break their story,
yeah,
because I know it'll take an hour for them to get to where they're talking about. I want to do it in 5 minutes, because
yeah,
that's all that, like, it only takes a few minutes to cut to the
totally.
source.
Bullshit. Cut to the
But
bullshit.
yeah, but it's cool, but it works, right? It's always very quick. I just quick, and it's perfect. They're not pissed off when I interrupt them. It's perfect.
Well, you see how the groups react to, like, simple words. The they go I get a lot of comments. I get blocked. It's to the crazy.
Man,
Yeah,
you have
you do.
strong groups.
Well, he get thrown out of the radical non-duality group. He was too radical, or too non-radical. I mean, this is also fun, you know. I mean, there's no wrongness or rightness, so there's no non-dual police here saying that you cannot use the word me or I because there is none. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just funny how it seems to play out that some of these radical non-duality characters are so, you know on the words and on, it has to be in a certain It has to be within a certain range, or else, you know, it
Funny.
doesn't fit the group description. But there's already nobody doing it, you know? What
Yeah.
does it matter? You know, I
Yeah.
mean, how can you dash seekers? There's no one seeking already. At the same time, there's been suggested that there's no you, but all those pity seekers who are still seeking, there's nobody seeking already. You know? What's the problem? There's no problem.
I
And if
don't
there's a problem, there's no problem also. It's just simply what seems to be happening.
I don't see any problems with any of it. I have fun. If it doesn't work, you know, after a while, I kind of just get I when was it? I got to think. I've only been back on the internet for maybe a year as Surreal G. But before that, I shut off Facebook for 2.5 years. Just one day, I was like going through all the groups and getting everybody upset, and then the next day, I just put my phone down and I'm like, I'm gonna go look at the sky, and it just ended up 2.5 years go by, and then I pick it back up and change my writing a little bit, and um, it's the same stuff. I might put the phone back down again for a few more years.
It's
Who
really
knows?
about nothing. It doesn't matter. It's playing out perfectly. But Suriji, you are performing on Facebook, and do you have other, I don't know, are you like books? The book? No, no book.
I got tons of books written. I just they just don't feel right. They don't resonate or hit enough or hard enough. I want like a little
Well, wait,
something.
my dear, wait, my dear, wait, my dear. Here's a suggestion. What about let the others judge about the book? Maybe it hits. Maybe it totally hits. Maybe not for you, but just put it out and just let's see what's going to happen. It's fun. It's fun. It's a game.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's funny. It's like I try and find the right words that it has to resonate. When
What the fuck is
For who?
resonance?
For who? For who?
yeah,
Let's burst this resonance bubble, okay? It's perfect already, the book. You just take it as it is and throw it out, and let's see what's going to happen. Nothing to win, nothing to lose.
right. That
Yeah, go for it.
might happen.
Yeah, this would be
Yeah,
great.
for me, I would like to read it. It doesn't matter how it looks in which types of shape it is.
Yeah, yeah, we,
It's
we,
just
we would love
beautiful
to
as it
read it.
is. You cannot go wrong or right with anything.
Totally.
Right.
It's perfection already, you know?
It's definitely it's funny. It's like a working art piece. It just the more you paint, the more it wants to paint itself, and it just never stops.
Yeah, but you know, it's beautiful to share this art. It's moving the whole time. Just share this with all those characters, you know, not only for you. Don't keep the art for you, man. Come on. Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. So we look forward for Suriji's book, and we will make a big announcement.
Don't put the pressure, Rosa. I mean,
This is just blah 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 blah. Come
I
on.
know. You cannot put pressure on somebody. There's no one to have any pressure to put pressure, but seemingly,
Yeah, and yeah, well, now the I would say for ending this beautiful talk here, this beautiful chat, how do we want to end this? Suriji, do you wanna finish? We can of course meet another time again and continue, but how do we want to end this beautiful chat here?
I don't think anything ends. It's just gonna keep going.
It's just gonna keep going, of course.
it never started really. Also, so now of course it's not going to end because it does it didn't start it already. you
And
know,
neither.
and neither. You know, I would say get him, Surreal G, get him.
That's the funniest one. When when I started when it's like using words to help friends on there when you see they're stuck and you kind of like, oh, just point a little bit that way, just a little bit. I'm like, get them, tear, burn them at the cross, and they're get, have
Yeah,
fun.
it's so funny, you know. I mean, these two words, get him. I mean, I love them, you know, when because this is something, Rosa, it's like an insider, this one, but when there's this apparent conversation happening in groups, you know, and Cyril G and Conscious Being are in the same post, then there's like a suggestion of any kind, and then there's an apparent reaction from the Conscious Being side, and then Cyril G is saying, "Get him," you know, like
Like
eat them,
what? Huh?
It's
like
it,
get him.
it's funny. It's just you know we post a lot of stuff on Facebook and we see where it goes. Usually, it's where it goes where it's fun because it's just
Yeah.
going. It's
Yeah.
ongoing. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But they're looking to hold on. So if they're holding on, you want to pull them. If they're letting go, you want to trip them. If they're standing there, you like, and it's just go.
Cool.
The direction with words is everywhere, and it
Beautiful.
depends on which one and who.
Everywhere and nowhere and neither.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay, so I thank you so much for being here with you. Thank you for being able to join here this beautiful conversation, and let's do another one, okay? This was really cool. Maybe with the new book of Suriji. Beautiful.
Now,
It was really nice to chat with you. Really,
Yeah,
yeah, it's something else than just writing comments in a Facebook group. And yeah, it was really,
totally.
I enjoyed this conversation. Really, thank you so much.
Beautiful. So I wish you a lovely day or good night or whatsoever. Here is always good morning, and yeah, just this. We stay in touch. Mwah. Love you and bye bye.